The urgent plea from Sindiso Magaqa's sick mother for the NPA to expedite his murder trial underscores the critical need for timely justice delivery in cases of political violence in South Africa, despite potential challenges and drawbacks. Now, Sindiso Magaqa was a brave activist who fought tirelessly for justice and equality. He was tragically gunned down in a gruesome attack because he blew the whistle on corruption. For those of you who are unfamiliar with his story, kindly check out my video on why the whistleblowers do not last in this country. Today's video centers on the emotional plea from his ailing mother, urging for justice to be served swiftly. Mulini, and welcome to yet another episode of Conversations with Lankosi. Now, this is the news commentary section where we will be offering insightful commentary and exploring various perspectives on the stories that shape our world. Sindiso Magaqa's mother, a beacon of strength and resilience, beseeches the authorities to ensure that her son's killers are brought to justice. Despite battling her own health challenges, her unwavering determination echoes through the corridors of power, demanding accountability and closure. Without wasting any more time, let us get into this article. The ailing mother of murdered ANC Youth League Secretary General Sindiso Magaqa has called on the National Prosecuting Authority in KwaZulu-Natal to expedite her son's murder trial. Speaking to the Daily News from her Umzimkhulu home on Tuesday, Mam Agnes Ketiwe Magaqa, who is 60, wanted to see justice being served before she dies. Magaqa made an impassioned plea to the state to curb continuous postponements. Magaqa wants closure. I was hoping my son's killers would have been convicted and sentenced, which would have made it easier for me to let go of the case. It disturbs me a lot that every time I have to be reminded of my son's death when the family members go to Pietermaritzburg to attend the trial, only to find that it has been postponed. My plea to the state is to fast-track the trial and complete it before I join my son in eternal life. That's my wish, said Magaqa. Magaqa, who was Umzimkhulu local municipality councillor at the time of his death, was shot while parking his Mercedes-Benz at his home in Umzimkhulu after attending a meeting in July 2017. He was with two women councillors who were injured during the shooting. Magaqa died in hospital in September 2017. Further to the plea, she said she was hoping the suspects will reveal their masters before being sentenced, adding it will be difficult for her and the family to gain total closure, knowing the people who plotted his death were still around. The case sat in Pietermaritzburg on Monday and again was postponed to next month. The family said accused number 3 said he was not fit for trial. Besides being worried by postponements, the mother said her son's 3 kids were struggling financially since the collapse of the foundation that was established to support them with education fees and other needs. She said the foundation had promised to repair Magaqa's Mercedes-Benz, which was left riddled with bullet holes during the attack, and finish his house he had started in the town of Umzimkhulu. Last year, the family called for the establishment of a special political killings court to fast-track Magaqa's trial and other political killing cases. Police arrested former police officer Sibonelo Miyeza, businessman Mbulela Mpofana, Mlungisi Ngalane, and Spusiso Ngcengwa in September 2018, exactly a year after Magaqa's killing. Their bail application in May 2019 was unsuccessful, but they were finally granted bail in February last year. The trial has seen several postponements since they were arrested 6 years ago. The establishment of a special court was also mooted by the National Prosecuting Authority at a media briefing last year, but to date nothing has materialized. Magaqa's killing shook the whole country. Top ANC members and late former Gwala District Municipal Mayor Mluleki Ndobe and Umzimkhulu local municipality manager Zweli Phansi Khosana were arrested but later acquitted. Magaqa was vocal about alleged corruption in Umzimkhulu local municipality during his tenure as a councillor. The link to this article will be in the description box below. Now, let us get into what we got from this article. Now, guys, fast-tracking the trial does not only serve the interests of the victim's family, but it also demonstrates the government's commitment to ensuring accountability for political violence. Umama also made it clear, about her concerns beyond these postponements. Magaqa went on to say that, her son's 3 kids were struggling financially ever since the collapse of the foundation that was established to support them with their education fees and other needs, which is sad because a lot of promises were made to the family during and even after his assassination. None of them are yet to be delivered. Also, guys, justice delayed is justice denied. There's no sugarcoating this. There's no beating around the bush here. The prolonged delays in resolving Sindiso Magaqa's murder trial, does not only perpetuate the family's suffering, but it also undermines trust in our country's legal system. For Magaqa to come out and say she was hoping the suspects would reveal their masters before being sentenced is mad business, because why are the senior Kongi leaders who claim to have been heartbroken mum on this? What of those who led with him in the youth league? For Umama to fight this alone with her family is weird. It's creepy. She did not lie when she said, it was going to be difficult for her and her family to gain total closure, knowing that the people who plotted his death were still around. It's just weird, guys, how everything is just playing out. You know what? Let me just, but this is unfair. This is genuinely unfair. And I really hope that the torch that Sindiso Magaqa lit, that of being a beacon of hope in the darkness of injustice, does not die out. National Prosecuting Authority stands at a crossroads with the weight of justice balancing on a delicate scale. Will they heed the desperate cries of a grieving mother and expedite the trial, or will the wheels of justice turn at their own pace, leaving a family shattered and a nation yearning for answers? The echoes of Sindiso Magaqa's legacy reverberate through our conscience, urging us to stand up, speak out, and demand accountability. In a world fraught with injustice, his story serves as a reminder that the fight for truth and equality must never waver. That marks the end of today's video. Thank you so much for lending your eyes and ears. I hope that you found today's video informative. Please do not forget to click on that subscription button or light the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any new uploads. Enkosini.